Looking across the room, looking at the very top leadership from the National Endowment for the Arts, the department, and the National PTA standing side by side in one room to honor our children and to show our support for arts education, I have to tell you that we can all rejoice, celebrate, and be proud. I would like to thank Secretary Duncan and his fantastic team, Chairman Rocco Lansderman, Diva Leach, Sunil Iyengar, and their colleagues at the National Endowment for the Arts, our national PTA staff, state and local leaders, participating arts educators and organizations, and the many honored guests who are here today that are taking time out of your busy schedule to participate in this wonderful event. Most importantly, I would like to thank every young artist and student here today, because you are the reason why we do what we do each and every day. Over the past year, hundreds of children across the country have responded to the theme, Together We Can. And as they have submitted works of art in categories including dance choreography, film production, music composition, literature, and photography and visual arts through their local PTA Reflection programs. As President-Elect of the National PTA, I have been asked to address you today, and I cannot think of a better way to begin my remarks with these words. Together we can, together we must, and together we will. It's difficult for me to comprehend how anybody could be anything, think anything positive about the arts. Civilizations, including our own, are defined by and through the arts. Who among you can imagine a world, to live in a world without music, without dance, without literature, without film, or without photography or sculpture? Perhaps John Adams, one of our founding fathers and the second president of the United States, answered that question best in writing to his wife. He said, "I must study politics and war that my sons may have liberty to study mathematics and philosophy. My sons ought to study mathematics and philosophy, geography, natural history, naval architecture, navigation, commerce, and agriculture in order to give their children a right to study painting, poetry, music, architecture, statuary, tapestry, and porcelain." And they say this is well said. Throughout history, even in the most difficult and dangerous of times, the arts and artists have been used to break down the political, religious, cultural, and language-based barriers that far too often strain relationships and divide people from one another. City planners have proven over and over again that arts build positive and vital communities. And employers have long understood the value of arts in attracting and retaining top employees. We're just beginning to understand the therapeutic power of the arts and the way arts can boost cognitive functioning in individuals at every stage of life. And all of us are thrilled with the new initiatives taking place at the National Endowment for the Arts in this regard. The arts are clearly a good thing, but are they good enough to be considered or supported at this critical juncture in time? A time when educators are facing difficult choices and challenges that seem insurmountable? A time when the devastating numbers of urban youth are entering their adult lives unprepared for any kind of meaningful future? A time when economies all over the world are struggling and far too many are without work? A time when the world has gone global, but some of the citizens have not? In my opinion, the time could not be better and no greater opportunity. Not all children possess artistic talent or the potential to develop into world-class artists. In fact, many of us in this room are testaments to that. However, all children benefit through the arts, and they deserve and they need the arts to develop their full potential. Regardless of effort, we're facing an uphill battle dealing with some of the challenges this world and our country faces, but I believe that the arts hold a very important key to a better tomorrow. We already have proof that it does. We just need to get better at sharing this good news. Children who participate in the arts read, write, and communicate better than those who do not. They outperform their peers in math, achieve significantly higher on SAT scores than those who do not. Children who participate in the arts attend school more often than those who do not. Those who participate in the arts graduate from high school, enter college, and graduate from college more than those who do not. So Neil might be able to answer better these statistics, and they occur because of participation in the arts, and whether the arts create an environment that attracts children to learning. It appears to me that both are true, and we need to share this good news. Employers are telling us around the country that clearly the demands of the 21st century workplace are such that we need to develop our children's creativity, their communication skills, and their ability to work as part of a diverse team. The arts also help individuals with self-discipline and the ability to manage oneself while leading others. How many times does a ballerina stretch, fall, or practice before she gets the opportunity to take the stage as Juliet? How many wrong notes does a trumpet player play before he has any possibility of playing alongside Winston Marsalis or Chris Botti, even in the privacy of their bedrooms, let alone finding the courage to play in front of friends and parents during a school concert? The arts teach students to be flexible and to improvise and to handle situations that always don't go as planned. The arts also help students increase learning power. Isn't it interesting to think about how many things can be learned and retained because of music, dance, drama, and pictures? Let's play a quick game right quick. Jay, come help me. Okay, what I want to do now is I'm going to start singing a song, and I want you to jump in as soon as you pick up the words. Talk about music here. So here we go. I'm going to start off the first one. We'll do about 3. If I were a rich man. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Let me try the second one here. Okay. Supercalifragilistic.
Espialidocious. Even though it sounds like it's something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, it really sounds atrocious. Supercalifragilistic.
Now, how many kilometers are there in a mile? Looks like some of us in the room need a little refresher here. Okay. How many people in the room speak French? Think again. I bet you can sing. Ready? Vera Jacques,
do re mu, sol la tina, ding ding dong, ding ding dong.
Thank you very much. In our global world, do you think we have more reason to know the numbers of kilometers in a mile, or how to speak a second language? Or would it be better to use music only to remember a totally fabricated word from a Mary Poppins movie? What is it? Is it important to learn? Is a question for another day. But isn't it interesting to think about how many things can be learned and retained through music, dance, drama, and pictures? If all of our children were doing fantastically well without the arts, I might be willing to promote the arts on a smaller scale. The thing is, I don't think our world can afford a smaller scale. Do you? Every child benefits through the arts, and they benefit artistically, cognitively, socially, and physically. There are a lot of children in our country, and no one group or organization can be all things to them. The Reflection program depends on thousands of volunteer PTA leaders who work year-round to make the program possible. When it comes time to judge hundreds of thousands of entries each year, we reach out to our colleges, professional arts organizations, and professional artists for assistance. Without fail, they respond. In recent years, we are proud to say that we've been supported by the Kennedy Center, the Peabody Institute, National Geographic, the Baltimore Symphony, Strathmore City Dance, the Montgomery County Arts and Humanities Council, Edgeworth Dance Theater, the Writers Center, American University, VSA, and many, many others. National PTA has just added a new special artists division to our Reflections program. And we are proud to say that both our Reflection interns, who happen to be individuals with disabilities, came to us this year through a grant made possible by the Kennedy Center and HSC. One of them, Asha Stevens, is here today, and she was instrumental in supporting this year's Reflections program. The arts are for everybody, and we are so very proud to see organizations like the Kennedy Center and VSA supporting arts for every child. Every group performing here today is connected to Reflections, to the public schools, and to at least one major arts organization in the DC metro area. Scott Herman, who is the 2009 Maryland Music Educator of the Year, is here today conducting musicians from the Cabin John Middle School. Scott conducted groups in the Maryland Classic Youth Orchestras for 14 years. His kids just performed a piece of music composed by one of his former students, Joshua Cohen, a two-time winner in the Reflections Music Competition category, who is currently studying composition and violin at the Manhattan School of Music. Young Artists of America performs at the Strathmore. Rolando Sanz, the artistic director, is a National Reflections judge. And music director Christopher Sanz is the orchestra teacher at the Winston Churchill High School in Potomac, Maryland. Young Artists of America is about to mount a student production of the Phantom of the Opera with more than a 90-piece orchestra and 50 singers from all over the DC metro area, all of whom will participate at no charge. They will perform in March in a public high school in Montgomery County, Maryland. City Dance is a resident partner at Strathmore. Lorraine Spegler, who is here today, is a National Reflections judge. City Dance has one of the largest outreach programs for at-risk kids in the DC metro area, serving children in after-school programs at no charge. We are here in the nation's capital today, and I'm here to thank you all for all that you do to support our children and to support the arts. There is much more to be done, but we're on a very worthwhile mission. I am very proud to say that we are on it together. Together we can, together we must, and together we will. Thank you very much.